Howdy folks, this is Tim Rankin on the Farm Tough channel, and it's time for our daily cow move. These chickens are laying like crazy right now. This is why I don't worry about weeds anymore. I'm a rental farm manager for Polyface. Been working on something today, so figured y'all might like to see it. We're out here at our turkeys, getting ready to set them up a new paddock so they can move tomorrow. Figured y'all might like to see how to move electric poultry nets quickly and efficiently. So I like to start out, it doesn't matter what hand you use to hold them, get your fingers through the net real good and far, because you're going to need to stack all the stakes in your hand and point the pokey part away from you so you're not poking yourself. So we want it to lay, hold over real nice, get to this one, and I'm just going to stick my fingers right through there. We gotta make sure we get lots of space. You don't want your fingers like this. Get them through real far, because we got like 15 stakes we got to fit in here. See how they're all laying on top in a real nice pile like that? That's how we want to keep them so they don't get tangled up. You don't want to see like them getting sideways or twisted or anything. Keep them in a real nice pile. So we really like the single stake nets rather than the ones that have the extra piece for you to step in, because they don't get tangled as bad. And they come out easier, but even with the single stake nets, you'll get some real dry ground and they'll get stuck in there really hard. And in order to be efficient, you need to be able to pull it out with one hand. But sometimes one hand's not quite enough. So, because you're not very strong out here, so a trick that I've learned, if I can put my knee against it and bend the stake, because you have to pull that stake out. It has to come straight out of the ground, otherwise it'll bind up. So if you bump it with your knee, you can bend this stake over, and then you can pull straight up the side of your body. So I'll have really good leverage right here, and I can just pull straight up, and my knee will keep it straight. That makes it way easier. So I'll just come in, hit it with my knee, grab it, ping, out it comes. You can even do a little lift with your knee if you need to. That'll help you out a little bit. See how big this pile's getting? That kind of shows how important it is to get your hand through really far, and you can stack them up on your wrist and roll your wrist back. Now this is going to be pretty heavy at first until you get used to it. So if you're really struggling, you can put this one up on your shoulder, pull the next stake out, walk a little bit to get yourself some slack, and then just flip that around up here with the next one. Alright, so when we get to the end, we'll lay it out on the ground, keeping all the stakes real nice and neat. Got a little slip knot here. Pull that. Usually we don't have these all wrapped around like I had them, but I had them all wrapped like that. Usually we just stick them together, but the turkeys pick at stuff so bad that if you don't wrap it real tight and get them hooked, they'll come and they'll pull this apart. And I mean, I'm sure they get zapped, but they'll get it apart, and they can actually, if they get the other end unhooked, this whole net will go dead, and then they'll just run it over. All right, we'll get that one out, and we'll just lay that on top like that, and that one's all ready to go. I'll pick up another one, I'll bring it over here, and I can be carrying the one on my shoulder, and I'll just stick my hand under here, scoop that up, and then I can carry two off to go set up the new paddock. So it takes a while to get the hang of it, but that's the best way that I've found to pick up nets quickly and efficiently. Hey, don't forget to check out our Leatherman holsters at farmtoughleather.com.